Welcome everyone to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we will learn about the role of delayed gratification. Now let's get into the video. Delaying gratification is the act of resisting an impulse to take an immediately available reward in the hope of obtaining a more valued reward in the future. The ability to delay gratification is essential to self-regulation or self-control. Delaying gratification means prioritizing a long-term goal over an immediately achievable one. Resisting the temptation of instant gratification can yield significant benefits that outweigh the challenges. The good news: there are ways to develop impulse control. Delaying gratification in everyday life. Suppose you're making great efforts to lose weight on a healthful diet. What do you do at the office party when offered one of those secret recipe cookies that Izzy in accounting makes? If you give in and eat a few, chances are good that you'll have more, and then become so discouraged that you give up. What can follow is a constant cycle of negativity that can prevent you from improving your health altogether. But you will have enjoyed that flavor and texture even though you've had those cookies before for a few minutes. It's a steep trade-off. However, if you manage to resist and spend the evening munching on carrot sticks, you'll receive an even greater reward down the line, shedding unwanted pounds and improving your health. This ability to prioritize a long-term goal is considered central to self-control, and its development throughout childhood is associated with positive outcomes in adulthood. The ability to delay gratification is not just an important part of goal achievement, it might also have a major impact on long-term success and overall well-being. The Stanford Marshmallow Experiment. In a classic psychology experiment from the 1970s, psychologist Walter Mischel placed a treat in front of children and offered them a choice. They could enjoy the one treat now or wait a brief time to get 2 snacks instead. When the experimenter left the room, many of the kids immediately ate the treat, but some were able to resist, earning themselves 2 rewards. Mischel then demonstrated an association between the kids who were able to delay gratification and several advantages later on over the kids who simply could not wait. The children who had waited for the treat performed better academically years later than kids who ate the treat right away. Those who delayed their gratification also displayed fewer behavioral problems and later had much higher SAT scores. Why is it so hard to wait? Despite the adverse effects, humans seem to be wired for instant satisfaction. Contemporary psychology offers a few different explanations. According to evolutionary psychology, uncertainty about future rewards makes delaying gratification a challenge. In other words, we don't know when these long-term rewards will arrive, if they even arrive at all. For this helped our prehistoric ancestors survive in a world where resources were unpredictable. They took advantage of the opportunities as they occurred because they might not be available later. Cognitive psychology chalks it up to cognitive biases such as temporal discounting, hyperbolic discounting, and the present bias. Neuroscientists explain that the rewards processing and impulse control centers of the brain are still developing into early adulthood, making instant gratification particularly desirable for adolescents and young adults. Other factors can include personality traits, mental health, social circumstances, work situations, and other individual characteristics. Closely related is the trust factor. Whether you're willing to wait might depend on your worldview. Do you wait for something if you aren't sure it will ever really happen? Do you have faith in your abilities to reach your goal? The less you trust the promise of a given outcome, the more likely you are to forego it in favor of what's demonstrably available. How to increase your ability to delay gratification. Some strategies that might help you improve your ability to delay gratification include giving definitive timeframes. Providing feedback on just how long someone will have to wait for something can be beneficial. 9 train stations might post wait times. For example, teachers might tell students a promised reward will arrive Friday if they stay on track today. A parent might tell a child, "Don't eat that cookie. We're going on a picnic at noon, and you can have 2 with your friends right after lunch." Setting realistic deadlines. People often set unrealistic deadlines or benchmarks. 10, for example, a person with pre-diabetes might vow to consume absolutely no candy for an entire year, setting themselves up for failure. A more achievable goal, such as resisting candy during the week but enjoying your favorite dark chocolate on Sunday, is more likely to produce success. Bottom lines: delaying gratification certainly isn't easy, especially if we are not sure if the sought-after rewards will ever happen. However, This ability to put off immediate desires to pursue long-term goals just might be a critical part of success. Although you might not always be able to resist instant gratification, science says that trying a few new strategies and working on your willpower are worth the effort. Finally, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to receive the latest videos as soon as possible. Goodbye and see you in the next videos. I am Mr. Cognitive Quest.